So you're making it very clear that at no stage was Farooq Abdullah saying what the BJP spokesperson you claim are saying, because I've heard now Dr. Karan Singh also criticizing Farooq Abdullah.
I have said everything. Look, I'm sorry, if Dr. Karan Singh is going to rely on what BJP spokesmen are going to say, then obviously Dr. Karan Singh will be on the wrong side of the argument. I have all respect for Dr. Karan Singh and his seniority, but I would have preferred if Dr. Karan Singh had picked up the phone and given my father a call and asked him, Dr. Saab, is this what you actually said? Because if it is what you actually said, I would like to rebut it. But instead of giving my father that courtesy, Dr. Karan Singh relied solely on the BJP spokesperson's formulation of what my father said and then came out with his letter.
Let me tell you though what Dr. Farooq Abdullah told me in an interview a few weeks ago, where he seemed to suggest that he believed that the Chinese intrusion in Ladakh was linked to the fact of Article 370's revocation. And in a subsequent interview to another Karan Thapar, he seemed to suggest that the people of Jammu and Kashmir might even prefer to be citizens today of China. It seemed to indicate that they were not happy with being sort of part of India today. All of this has led to concerns over how this is playing out.
Again, you're going to take one thing and sort of add new meaning to it. Let's take the first part of it. What Dr. Abdullah said about a causal relationship between what China is doing in Ladakh and the internal developments regarding 370 is not his formulation. I can quote any number of experts who have drawn this linkage themselves, who have drawn the linkage between what's said in the parliament regarding Aksai Chin as the next agenda for this government and what the Chinese are doing in Ladakh. So please don't act as if this is Dr. Abdullah being some sort of strategic expert and drawing these conclusions. These conclusions have been drawn by any number of strategic experts who have seen what was said in Parliament and drawn the correlation between that and what China has been saying and doing. Now, as far as what Dr. Abdullah said to Karan Thapar on a program, again, all he did was reflect what some of the people on the ground here are saying. All he was trying to do was give voice to the anger on the streets in the valley with regard to what happened last year on 5th of August 2019. Please understand, there is a lot of anger, there is a lot of bitterness, there is a lot of resentment about what happened. Now, you may not like what Dr. Abdullah said, you may find what he said in Karan Thapar's interview disagreeable, but please look at what happened, and I'll give you a very concrete example. Look at what happened to me on Twitter, because I took a position contrary to that and actually took a position that China was not that looking towards China was not in the interests of the people of Kashmir. And respected journalists, people who work for national channels, went after me and said that I was absolutely wrong. I was ridiculing the sentiment on the ground. I had no business calling myself a Kashmiri and all the rest of it. So, I mean, all he was doing was giving voice to what I had faced on social media. And it's as simple as that. He's not advocating a role for China in Jammu and Kashmir. He's only telling you what people are saying here, right, but also what
you're saying that he's mirroring the anger and resentment on the streets of Srinagar and Kashmir, but there are those who will say that the anger is not necessarily just against New Delhi and what happened last year, but it's also against the Abdullahs, the Muftis, those who are seen to be the family-run parties who have controlled Jammu and Kashmir.
Again,
how do you respond to that?
You love this Muftis and Abdullah's argument. Of course, I'll respond to it. This anger is not about the Muftis and the Abdullahs, because if it was, why aren't they then quite happily adopting the BJP or the BJP's recent sort of King's Party that has been formed here? Please show me a single piece of political activity that these two entities have been able to do. If the anger is against the Abdullahs and the Muftis, then why is it that BJP sarpanches and punches are unfortunately being targeted by militants in this day and age? Why is the King's Party not able to conduct any political activity in the valley? If this anger is about the Muftis and the Abdullahs, then we were locked up. Mehbooba Mufti came out after 14 months of detention. My father was in detention for months. I was in detention for almost 9 months. There was more than enough time for you people to create alternatives to us. But suddenly, I mean, this anger is not about us. Yes, people, I mean, there are constituencies that don't like the National Conference's politics, but that constituency is that constituency which doesn't like India's politics. They don't like the fact that we as a party are part of the mainstream.